Oh, prendi per il culo. Perché non me la fa? Allora. Oh, cambia. Ah. Ma ho capito perché. Ma coglioni. Oh, ma... Ah, che cazzo! Ma vabbè. Ok. Il fatto è che mi sa che devo andare proprio da sta parte. Vediamo un po'. No? Posso andare da questa parte allora.
I'd head back if I were you, sir. Please, sir. I order you to step back. The power of the Lord! Stay back, beast!
This man stunned me with his teeth. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Te l'ho detto che saresti morto. Orco due. Ma... che cosa c'è là sotto? Brutta tosse che c'ha questa qua. Che palle! Anche qualche monetina. 5 monete, ma che poi che siano?
Don't take its head! I'll kill you!
Vabbè. Dovrebbe essere qua. Dovrebbe. Quarantena contagiosa. Eh. Va, guarda un po'.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
Quindi è questo con quello che dovevamo parlare, giusto? Vediamo. Sì, è lui. Farmaco per l'emicrania. Ma? No, una fontana.
I cannot enter.
Te pareva? Di sicuro un vampiro in chiesa è un po' strano, quindi... Là.
Protection against malevolence and trickery.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the...
I am Dr.
Son?
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Con il fuoco purificatore.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool.
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more
Wait,
people
ciao, caro.
die in the streets.
Proseguiamo il titolo.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these?
Ci sono già un'ora e qualcosa.
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted.
Sto facendo qualche missione secondaria
I sent him
anche.
to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Sì, un po' avanti, sì.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Camminare nella valle dell'ombra. Poveraccio. Ultimi fatti recenti importanti che sono successi. Oh, oddio.
Do you
Aspetta.
know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke?
I don't like the...
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
No. Quindi
I have heard enough.
l'audio è un bel po' decente a questa infermiera. Io fosse lei mi corderei le spalle. Allora, niente di che. Siamo partiti qua che c'era l'ospedale. Poi ho fatto qualche missione secondaria. Ho dato qualche medicina in giro. Sì, l'infermiera sto cercando. Adesso devo parlare con questo e con Richard Which missione principale metti fine ai ricatti di Lady Ashbury. E niente. Poi sono andato qua dall'interprete del Braille, però mi serve fascino livello 3. Ho incontrato qui uno dei nuovi personaggi con l'abilità della chiesa, tipo, che con la sua preghiera ti dà fastidio. Sono morto 2 volte, poi alla terza ho capito come farli a pezzi, praticamente. E niente, sto parlando con un po' di gente qua in giro. Altro? Ah, ho fatto un po' di medicine differenti e niente di più.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton
Sì,
Darby.
sì, l'ho usata prima.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
E anche lo scudo sto usando. Non sempre, però lo sto usando di più. Nessuna generale domande personali. Un po'.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets?
No,
I've had to run and
nessuno.
hide more than once from frenzied
Non
mobs
ancora.
incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
Ok.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Domande personali? No.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
Mm. Mm. Un infermiere che conosco è compromessa. È riservato. Mi interessa la sanità pubblica.
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
Ah.
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Hmm.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Trova Richard Netcore. E poi prima mi sono fatto anche un fight contro 6 vampiri, penso. Tutti di seguito, infatti ho detto, ma... Però a livello 15, non erano esagerati.
Hello again, miss.
Indizio
I know
richiamo.
you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has...
Se proprio non parla.
Very well.
Ma comunque... Cassetta postale e la lettera. Una cassetta postale. Ah, eccola qua. Miei cari, amatissimi figli, mi dispiace così tanto che non abbiate avuto mie notizie per diversi mesi. La situazione a Londra è complicata. So che può sembrare egoista e stupido. Quando voi, miei figli, vivete ancora in un paese consumato dalla guerra, ma c'è una guerra anche qui in Inghilterra. Una guerra contro la povertà e contro i soprusi. È una guerra che intendo combattere. Nonostante la mia età avanzata, è per questo che vi scrivo oggi. Non tornerò in Romania. Probabilmente questo significa che non vi rivedrò più prima di morire. Non siate tristi, miei cari, siete grandi oramai e avete dei figli voi stessi. Sapete i sacrifici che talvolta dobbiamo accettare per rendere il mondo un posto migliore. Questo è quello che devo fare ora per sentirmi utile ancora una volta. Vi auguro una vita lunga e felice. Date un bacio ai miei nipoti da parte mia e ricordatevi che l'affetto di vostro padre oltrepassa i confini di questo paese freddo per raggiungervi. Sono sempre il vostro padre devoto Darius Petrescu.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Defender. Da questa parte mi sa che non posso entrare.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, alright. Sta porta è chiusa, sai? It's locked. Ce ne saranno andare a porta? Perché non vai dalla testa? Te l'ho detto, mi serve fascino livello 3. Fascinamento livello 3. Al cimitero? No, non ancora.